What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rip City Rundown. Today we are doing a bit of a mailbag, but it's not questions. It's more so you guys' predictions. I asked you guys on the Instagram what you guys' predictions for the trade deadline will be. We'll read them out. We'll talk about it. We'll say if we agree, if we think it's likely to happen. And now that the trade deadline is not this Thursday, but the next Thursday, so I think that's now 9 days away. This will kind of just be our full trade deadline preview because we don't want to do it 2 days before, because who knows, the Blazers could make a trade within the next week before our next podcast. Before we get into all that, though, we'll talk about the games of this week. It was just two, I believe. Was it the Raptors and Hawks? Is that who it was?
Mhm.
Raptors
Yep.
and Hawks,
Yeah.
yeah. It was just those two. Obviously beat the Hawks last night, but we lose to the Raptors. That was a game that I was watching for the first half, and I didn't really want to watch the second half because obviously it was not a fun showing. Just really didn't get anything going, but a fun win against the Hawks. Any major takeaways from those two games, or is it kind of same old, same old?
I mean, it's same old, same old. It's just we win, we lose. I mean, we're kind of mid right now, or we kind of
Kind of mid.
we were on a massive losing streak, and we're kind of fighting back a little bit with some W's here and there, but overall pretty ugly. I mean, when you go down, you look at Toronto and you're like, they're probably the worst NBA team that's trying right now. And when you go down 30-7 in the first quarter, it is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I didn't turn on the game
I
right
think
when
we
it
were down
started, and
30
I
to
looked at the
7.
score, and it was like something like
It was
28
bad.
to freaking 6 or something.
It
I
was
don't
really
remember
bad.
exactly, but
But yeah,
yeah,
get a
they
fight
had.
fight back win here against Atlanta. And if we lost to Atlanta, we would be ranting right now. We're just so mid. I don't know what to say. Same
Bro, it's
old,
just
man.
crazy that if we don't blow the game against the Clippers, I know we say it every time, and we don't blow the 25-point lead to the Lakers, we're 26 and 24, and we are tied for the 5 seed.
Yep.
Crazy
Are
how
we that
jumbled the West
close?
is. Yes, bro. The Warriors are the 5 seed, and they're 2 games ahead of us. Clippers are the 4 seed, they're 3 games. And then Sacramento's the 3 seed, and they're only 4.5 games ahead of us. Like, yes, that's kind of a lot, but it's not crazy. Yeah, so a 3-game win streak, and we're suddenly jolted right back up into the top 6. So that's kind of how it's going to be the rest of the season. So as long as we don't fall out completely to where we're like 5 or 6 games back, I'm honestly kind of chilling. I just want us to see slow
Yeah.
improvements over the next couple months. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Blazers are going to be buyers at the deadline. I think that a lot of teams will be buyers because of how close the standings are. Like, there really isn't a great team in the West outside of maybe Denver, but even then, they're not like the Warriors of 4 or 5 years ago. So I think as long as the Blazers, like you said, stay within 2 to 5 games, 2 to 4 games, I think they can justify being buyers. So even though I believe we're the 12th seed right now, and we're have this same record as Oklahoma City. Yikes. We're still, like you said, only only a few games from basically home court advantage. And obviously,
it was wild
that's a
thinking
lot of
about.
teams you got to jump. And yeah,
That was
it's a
wild.
lot of teams you got to jump, and you got to play much better basketball than what we are right now. But I think the Blazers will sort of be buyers. I don't think we'll like go after someone gigantic like a OG. I would rather not get OG than pay 3 firsts for him. I know we'll try to talk about that later, but I just wanted to throw that out there now. So
Yep. I mean, before we talk about trade talks, just looking at the team as it is right now, how about Damian Lillard? In the month of January, he has been
oh, heater.
unbelievable, especially on the offensive end. He had a 60-point game. He had multiple 40-point games. I think you posted it on the Rip City right on Instagram. He's the leading scorer for NBA players in January by like over
Yeah,
100
yeah,
points.
something like that. Let me see. I'm gonna try to pull up his January numbers exactly. In
Yeah,
January, he averaged 34 and a half points, 7.6 assists on 49.7 from the field, 37% from three, 90% from the line. If he doesn't win player of the month,
Hmm.
then what are we doing?
yeah, that is
What are we doing?
disgustingly
That's funny.
efficient. Um,
And
just love to see
what's the
that.
Blazers record in January?
Oh, let
We
me count real quick.
I believe we were 4-5, or no, we were 4-5 on the homestand. We're probably worse than four
I'll
and
look.
five
I'll
to be
look.
honest.
we're six,
Some
6 and
Six,
11. No, 6 and 9.
6 and 9.
hurts. And this was supposed to be
Despite
our month.
despite
Yes.
Dame getting all these we were saying this in October, November, December. January is our month. We have all these two big homestands against some crappy teams. And what do? We absolutely smoke it and go 6-9. So
Oh my
just
gosh.
unbelievably unfortunate. And it's unfortunate when Dame has this type of performance in the month of January and you still go 6-9.
He is one of like I went and literally did because I heard someone say it that he's just insane in the month of January every year, and that is his best month of like his career averages. I think he averages somewhere around like 24 or 25 for his entire career. Come the month of January, he averages like it was something like 29 or 30 in the
Hmm.
month of January over his career. So
Mm.
New
he
Year's
turns it on.
resolutions.
He turns it on.
Yeah,
Um,
but
Something I do want to touch on before we get into the trades, and this might actually be in it, like in the predictions from the listeners, but Jeremy Grant obviously is declining his, or not declining, he has yet to sign his extension. Right now he's available to
That's a good
sign a
and bad thing.
4-year, $112 million extension. So that's the most he can get, which is what, like 20
Well, yeah, that's the
million
most you can
dollars
get
a
from
year.
us.
That's the most he can get right now from obviously from us because no one else can sign him right now. Then if he was to wait until the offseason, he can
Yeah,
get up
exactly.
to 5 years, $233 million,
Which we're
or
not
four
paying.
years,
I'm gonna
or
say that
four
right now.
years, 174 million from another team. Guys, we're not going to pay him a max. The only reason he's waiting is because he probably just wants a 5th year, which at the end of the day, if he goes from a 4th to a 5th year and it's the same money, I don't think the Blazers would be mad about that. And there's no
yep.
reason to sign it right now at all. Like even if he gets $1 million a year more in the offseason, that's $1 million. And obviously he's going to want that. So everyone panicking about him not signing it's okay.
Yep, as
But
expected. I mean, he said, I don't know what you posted, but
oh yeah,
quote,
the quote he said,
yeah.
I'm kind of focused on the season at hand right now. Probably will wait until after the season to talk to Joe. Everything is good. I like it here, really enjoying it. So yeah, we'll discuss it when it's time.
Now, is he just saying that for the moment, or is he? Do you smell some cap in that?
I don't
Does he?
smell any cap because
You don't smell
what
any cap.
Jeremy Grant has said over his career, I don't see how, unless he like just really hates the city of Portland, which who knows? He could. I mean, he has his opinion. He can have his opinion.
Mhm.
But he
Yeah.
like said over his career, he obviously was in Denver and OKC to start. Then he was like, I want to play for an African American coach and I want to try to be the number one option and get my money. He did that in Detroit where he was playing for Dwayne Casey and he got his money and he got his chance to be the number one option. Then he was like, no, I want to still play for a black coach, but I want to also win. So now he gets to play for Chauncey Billups. He gets to play with Damian Lillard, who's one of his good friends. I don't see a reason why he would leave.
Yo,
And if he does, like, boo-hoo.
can we analyze Jeremy Grant's awful routes he's taken here? He goes from Denver to OKC to Detroit to Portland. My man can't get some sun in the winter. I don't know what he's doing, but
So maybe he goes and signs with the Lakers in the offseason. You might have just made the best prediction.
to get some sun. But yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
makes sense from his perspective. And honestly, it's nothing to overreact about. So
Yeah, it's
gonna
not.
move forward.
Yeah.
Um,
I just the one thing I saw that people were a little worried about was the fact that if a deal didn't get done and he went to free agency, like we wouldn't pay that money. And for good reason. Like
well,
you're severely
I
you're
think
not
we would
paying him 230.
no, but no one can offer him more than 174. We're the only team that can offer him the 233. So what's
Well, I mean,
4 years
even
and 174?
here's
What is that a year?
okay. So if it doesn't matter, but Dame's gonna make north of 60 million soon enough. Do you think when almost all of your cap is tied up to Dame and Grant, can you win a title that way? No. So I'm
No.
just saying.
I will also say to the people that are
the problem.
to the people that are like Dame's gonna make 60 million, the cap is gonna go up and it's gonna be the equivalent to like 40 million. Like it's gonna
Okay,
be the
fine.
equivalent to a normal max deal.
That's cool. I'm just saying that it's might be unfair to eventually we're like, for example, Grant. It might not be fair to Ant or Sharp. Probably gonna have to pick between them down the road. But for the next 3 to 5 years, every decision should be made with Damian Lillard in mind. Like it shouldn't be made like, oh, we're just we're content with making the playoffs and selling tickets and making money. Like, I don't know. It's got to be what Dame wants at this point. It's either that or you trade him. You can't keep walking this line of 8 seed action, right? So
Okay, so
It looks-
say like
easier said than done.
say we do like make the plan and don't get out of the plan. So obviously we're in the lottery and Jeremy wants like north of like somewhere between like 30 and 35 million. Like what if you were the GM, what would you do? Because I don't know.
We have a
I-
lottery pick.
Yeah.
That would mean we would have a lottery pick and then like next year's first round pick would again be conveyed to the Bulls. Because it's just gonna keep on
Um,
doing that until we make playoffs.
Obviously, so you're saying Grant wants the big deal. He wants the
He
4
doesn't-
112.
No, because that's what he would sign right now. He wants the 4-year 174, which is $42 million a year. Say not even that. Say he wants like $35 million a year.
Okay. It depends on how high our lottery pick is. Like if it's a top 3 pick and we get lucky, then I would say you can re-sign him because you now probably have a starting level player along with Sharp, who's a contributor on rookie deals. So you can be afforded that. I think if it was like a 7, I don't know how deep this draft is, but another thing you could do is if Grant wants that money, I mean, you can always shop Grant plus that lottery pick and get someone even better.
Well, you wouldn't be able to
You
trade
can
him.
always do.
You wouldn't be able to trade him if you're going to trade him, you have to trade him now because you can't trade him when he's not under contract. And his contract ends at the end of the year.
Oh, you're
No.
saying when he's absolute not. Oh, okay. I thought you were just talking about at the end of this year.
Yeah, and he's done with his contract. Like you can't trade him at all unless I guess it's a sign and
Yeah.
trade. But I don't know how that
Gotcha.
works.
Cool. I don't know.
So
I'm not. I don't. I'm glad I'm not in Joe Cronin's shoes. It's a sucky
Yeah.
job.
it's just Jeremy Grant's play is as great as it's been that he's played well. It sucks that he's playing this well and the Blazers still aren't that good because now it's putting us in an awful
That's the
situation.
problem.
Yep. Doubles-ended sword there, but oh, he's exceeding expectations this much. Like I said, 4 games from the 3 seed, so anything can happen, honestly. Like imagine we go on a run like we did in the beginning of the year. Suddenly we are what, in the 3rd spot? But those
Sorry, I just saw a notification. You know, how
glory days are over.
Ben McLemore used to play for the Blazers. He just signed with the Shandong Heroes. I guess that's some
The
Chinese team.
Shandong Heroes. What town is that in?
Shandong.
Shangdong.
Okay.
I don't know where Shandong is.
I don't know where Shandong is either.
No, that's funny.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I was thinking of. Do you want to get into some trades from the Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's show me the
Um,
Insta.
So what are these?
So these I asked for people's predictions on where what they think the Blazers are going to do at the trade deadline. And I said we'll go over these on the podcast, similar to like how we had the hot takes episode back in the summer. This is people's takes on what will happen at the trade deadline. So some things are the same, but we'll just start with the fact that some people think we're gonna get OG Anunoby. We got Wyatt saying we're gonna trade OG for 2 firsts. We got Preston Julian saying I think we will either get OG or Jay Crowder. And then another guy says OG for Hart, Winslow, and 2 first-round picks. So I know we always talk about OG, and the thing is, there's been some interesting things come out recently about OG.
He's not happy.
Shams tweeted the Raptors are now taking calls on OG. He's currently hurt. The Raptors announced that he's going to miss the next 4 games. It just so happens that they have 4 games until the trade deadline. And then also, if you're into the sports betting thing, they do have odds for most likely to get traded. OG Anunoby's odds were at plus 200 yesterday. He's now at minus 500 to get traded.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm not, obviously that doesn't mean it has to do with the Blazers, but it seems like they are actively shopping him now. And obviously the Blazers were in on that. They were dangling the 7th pick in Hart in the offseason for him. So
You gotta think we're one of the
did the Blazers
biggest
make another
landing-
call?
Yeah.
If you get OG though, you're kind of and
You're kinda
OG's
what?
under
You're trying to
contract.
win.
Yeah,
OG's
but
under contract this year and next year.
okay.
So
Which
you
again-
would have to possibly pay him. come next season. But it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like this is one of those moves where it's not necessarily you're trying to win this year, but you are literally just putting all your chips in next year because at the end of the day, I know Dame is not slowing down, but I mean, it's gonna happen at some point. So this would be probably the biggest like win now move we could possibly do. It's just you could have to
Mhm.
give up a ton in the future, which is just so risky.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
But we say to
but a
Rio,
Dame and OG Jeremy Nurk.
what was that facial
At
expression?
least the first four would be in your starting lineup next year.
Hey,
Again,
we're
I will
we're
just-
fine with that lineup until we play
Hey,
Jokic in the second
we're-
round.
We're a channel of consistency because a lot of people aren't consistent with their takes, and we've consistently said, and we will consistently say, you cannot win a championship with Yusuf Nurkic at center. I'm sorry, it does not mean he's a bad player. He's a good player.
He played 4
Well,
seconds.
what if you put him
so
on
in
the
fourth quarter.
2017 Warriors?
Okay, sorry. Steph and KD are on your team.
Just kidding.
Are you sure he couldn't win a championship with MJ?
Yeah, well,
Casuals.
anyway, I'm sure a lot of people on Instagram will be giving some Nurk trades.
It's just hard to trade him, man. There's
who-
actually like, let me
Like,
take
who
a
wants-
look.
There's teams interested.
There's no, okay, there's a couple Nurk predictions in here. Like, yes,
Toronto is
you
interesting.
you could trade him, but it would
The thing
Toronto's
is, if you're gonna
interesting.
go, if any team is gonna go for a center who's over 28 years old, they're assuming he's gonna be the championship piece because they're not banking to let anyone grow. So his
and it
value,
sucks because it's not
Well,
like he's on an
or it's-
expiring deal. That's why it would have been great to trade him last
Or
year,
it's-
possibly.
Or it's teams that like want to change their identity and get bigger, such as the Raptors, and get an actual center and run Scotty Barnes at small forward, Siakam at power forward.
hey Toronto, give us OG.
Please
We'll
give
you
us the
Nurk.
call. We don't even need OG. I mean,
We'll give
obviously, we
you-
would love OG, but like,
Well,
give you
Nurk
and some
again is
bags
still
of chips.
top. Nurk is still top 15 when he's engaged. Keyword engaged and win.
Keyword
'Cause-
engage and top 15. That's a lot of filters.
you think Chauncey is kind of done with Nurk? I mean, again, he played
No.
4 seconds in the fourth quarter in a game where they had Clint Capella wrecking us on the boards. So it's not like Eubanks was technically
Well,
the better
Nurk
matchup.
is a matchup.
I don't know if he's done with him. Eubanks actually had his first
Yeah, I
like,
think Nurk's
generally rough game.
matchup.
Matchup
What?
what?
Well, we played 11:52 in the fourth. Huh? I said Nurk is matchup dependent. Anyway,
sorry.
now, like, I was just saying, like, Nurk, like, as good as Jokic is, like, Nurk usually gets up for Jokic. So Jokic gets his points, whatever. But like Nurk plays him tough. He plays big center stuff when they're athletic and can run, like, go play above the rim like Capella. He's so bad, and that's just because he's 7 feet and really big.
I'm gonna be honest here.
And
I'm not, everyone already knows how I feel, but like, I am completely off the Nurkic, like, train.
yeah, I know.
Like,
I know.
you guys obviously
it's just-
probably already know. It's just like,
Too inconsistent.
I'm gonna be kind of disappointed. Like, I don't think he's gonna get traded. So I'm gonna
I don't either.
probably be disappointed, but like,
I don't think he'll get traded. I think it'll be in the summer.
yeah, that's probably a better chance.
Can we talk about a guy who will get moved?
Who's
Josh Hart?
Yeah, Josh Hart.
Let's see. We
Yep.
got
And
obviously this guy said the Hart in the OG trade. This guy says Nurk and Hart to the Mavericks for salary dump, JaVale McGee, a bench small forward, and a second round pick.
Well,
I
if
know
you're
we're
not gonna-
downplaying
hate it.
them, but no.
Hate it.
If you're not gonna,
That's worse than the package we got for Norman Cove.
Yeah, that
I
is.
mean, you're not gonna win a championship with Nurk.
There's
With
actually like
JaVale
Josh Hart.
McGee. That's
He did win a
JaVale McGee.
championship
JaVale
Oh, yeah,
McGee.
he did.
in the
He
bubble.
did actually.
Shaq
But
and full legend.
that's not even a win now move though. Salary.
No, it's
down.
not. That's like we're done. We can't do these
That's a
salary
Neil
dump
O'Shea
moves.
move. That is a Neil O'Shea move.
Salary dumps
That is
are of the
a-
past.
No, that's a
Neil O'Shea would
move.
get somebody that's supposed to be good,
like
but
Nick
trade
Stauskas.
2 first-round picks, aka Robert Covington. Who
Okay, yeah, but
we can go back
let's-
to my video about Robert
Sure.
Covington, but
But we got to be careful because people want OG. But if we give up 3 firsts from him and then don't
Exactly.
pay him, which we would if we give up 3
that's
firsts.
why
But
I
I'm
don't
just
want to give
saying,
up 3 first.
well, exactly. No one does, but Masai up there gets to do whatever he wants apparently.
Um, I threw out
But
this
Josh
idea.
Hart's getting traded.
I threw out this idea in the recent video I posted, and obviously these aren't the exact players that would like be a part of the deal, but it's just the idea of it. Would would you do the idea of a Nurk trade where you're trading Nurk, and I'm going to use these two players as the example. Say you trade Nurk to the Magic for Mo Bamba and Terrence Ross. You're trading Nurk that you're going to downgrade at center, but you also bring in another
Get
piece
more
that will
athletic.
help off the bench, give you some much needed scoring off the bench. So you take a
I
hit in
like that
one
deal.
scenario, but you hurt in another
I,
scenario.
I think I think that's a case. And again, not trying to dog Nurk here, but that's just it's. I think someone said it. Maybe it was last podcast when he said it's kind of like the CJ situation. It's just getting stale.
It's just
Like it's just
time to
getting
change.
stale. Like we just know what's
And
up. And Nurk does
some
great.
people tried to
Nurk does
art.
great things.
Some
Nurk
people
does
tried
great
to.
things.
Sorry, some people tried to
Go
argue
ahead.
that this is nothing like the CJ deal because we had a replacement for CJ and Anthony, but I think it's very similar because
What?
Anthony Simons was playing for just like 3 weeks of good basketball before we played him. I know we had faith in Anthony, but like
Yeah,
we
but
traded CJ because we needed to just move on and just wipe our hands clean of that situation. I think that's
yes.
what we need to do with Nurk.
I don't think that. Sure, that it's different in that regard. I'm just saying from the standpoint of I think it just ran its course. I think
Exactly.
we had a shot 3 years ago. We've surrounded it's low key since 2016. The two guys who have been here the most who've stayed, Dame and Nurk. That's low key been the core. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I get Nurk's a great screener. He does the little things well. He's inconsistent though. So I'm just saying,
Yep.
in this scenario, getting Mo Bamba and getting Terrence Ross, it's honestly like addition by subtraction. Like
Yeah, I agree.
You're getting a little worse at center, but you're getting
It's
more athletic.
It's
Like yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I like that. And just comparing it to CJ and even Terry Stotts, it's just like it's mid, it's not
just
working.
like, yes,
Terry
we were
Stotts, out you
good, but
go. CJ, it's not good enough though. Out you go.
like at the end of the day, is it that much worse if we make a trade and we trade Nurkic for a worse center and we just
No, at least
go
we're
from
switching it
we
up.
go from the 10th seed to the 12th seed? Like at the end of the day, we're not winning a championship with Nurk. So what's the
If
big
Mo
deal if we
Bamba,
don't win a championship with Mo Bamba? At least it's just something
if
different.
we get Mo Bamba and he plays more than 4 seconds in the fourth quarter, it's a good deal.
Exactly. At least we
Well,
want to
Bamba
we want to
also
see him
has
I'm
play.
kidding. That's so bad.
Also has a 7'10"
And he can
wingspan.
shoot.
A 7'10".
It's just
Like if Mo
it's just
Bamba was your
changing it
backup
up.
center, if Mo Bamba was your backup center, like yeah, you're in a good spot there.
But this is if I was Joe Kernan, obviously it's probably not as easy as it sounds because people don't want to trade. You trade Nurk for a center like Mo Bamba or a center like
Nerlens Noel.
Nerlens Noel, a downgrade at center, but you also in that deal bring in someone to help the bench. So say, I don't know who else is Nerlens Noel on the Pistons right now. Yeah, say
Detroit.
Danny Morang, for example, brought
Alec
up the
Burks.
idea. Alec Burks, someone like that, someone that can score off the bench. You use Josh Hart to bring in the big. You trade, say, Josh Hart and your first round pick for Jakob Poeltl, someone that can come in and start at center. I think if all we need off the
I
bench right
think
now is
I
scoring.
get what I get what you're saying. I'm not gonna get hung up on this. I don't think Jakob Poeltl's great for our team, but that's fine. I get what you're
That was
saying.
just
Like
I was just trying
yeah,
to think of the first center that
I
came
think
to mind.
he's too similar to. He's more athletic, but I want DeAndre. No, I'm just kidding.
I
Yeah.
want Zach Collins.
I'm not kidding though. Stop. I want Myers Leonard. You see, he wants to make a return.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lakers brought him in for a workout.
Oh yeah.
Lakers.
Yeah, shocker.
The Lake Show.
Um,
Yikes! Imagine Myers Leonard like missing a wide open three from Braun. It'd be hilarious. Braun gives him a dime. Myers Leonard with that.
Yeah.
There's more things here. A
Sorry.
lot of things we already say. So this guy said these all go together. Goes Blazers somehow do nothing and we miss the playoffs. That was from Max Ike. Michael
That's probably
Gallagher
the
says
favorite.
we will hear lots of Portland offered, but no major moves will get made. And then this guy
What
said
you doing,
similar to
Cody?
you. This guy said similar to you. Nerlens Noel. Joe said the bigger moves will be in the offseason. I don't see anything happening. Best case, I think we get one or two solid bench players. And this guy says we trade for either Aiton or OG, probably both.
Probably both. That would 10 years of our future gone for those guys.
Oh man. And this guy says, I hope Nurk gets moved and we tank for Wemby.
Okay. Genuine question. Would you sell your future and be trash for the next decade starting in 2024,
Whoa.
but you win the champion, but
No.
you win a title this year?
Oh, this
Okay,
year?
so I'm just saying, like,
this year,
yeah,
this
you-
year, this year.
It doesn't
Oh.
matter the year. It doesn't. Okay, you
I
win
thought
next
you were
year,
gonna.
and then
I
it
thought you
starts
were gonna
after
say
that.
you suck and then you win a title in 2035. I'm not waiting for
That
for a
too.
title. No, I would
Yeah,
rather
Okay,
this
well,
be a
that's
normal
definitely what it
franchise.
is.
Fasten your seatbelt because it's going to take longer than that.
Yes, I would win a championship this year if it meant, or next year if it means we suck for 10 years.
Do we win a title or do I have grandkids first?
I don't know.
What are
I'm kidding.
do you think
Um,
generally think we could be a tanking team like pretty soon here?
As in
Could-
like this
I
season
know.
or just trade Dame next
After the
season?
after the trade deadline this year, do you think there's any chance
No.
we could be tanking?
No.
Similar to
I
last year's-
don't see it. There's no scenario.
Just
I
like
don't
last
see
year.
Damian
It's just like
Lillard
last
getting
year. We're
traded.
honestly in a
Yeah, but
similar spot as last
Dame's
year.
healthy. Dame's healthy
That is
now,
true.
I don't think we're in
and
a
he's
similar spot as
averaging a
last year either.
crap ton of points.
We at least have young guys.
Yeah, we have Jeremy now. We have some. Well, we had young guys last year. They just sucked.
We have young guys that are like, well,
You
no
guys
one
been playing
at the
well.
beginning of last season. No one's this year
Nas.
little. I was gonna say
Yeah.
that. I think he should be on this. Like, I think if you trade Hart and you do the Hart for like a big, you move Nas into the starting lineup because that's what we said at the beginning of the year, and he's played really well. He's shot 60% from three this in January, which is
4 years,
absurd.
28 mil. Looks good, man. It's a
Oh,
good.
that's
Nas
gonna
has
be a
been
steal.
Nas has been interesting. I mean, he started off so slow, then he got hurt, but then he's been creeping his way up, and
You just gotta hope he stays healthy.
I
'cause if he
love
stays
what I
healthy-
see. I love what I see. Yeah, exactly. That could
Yeah.
ruin everything. And honestly, we haven't even been that unhealthy of a team this year. It's kind of doesn't make sense how we're this bad.
No, it does.
But we can, yeah, we can keep saying
It doesn't
that.
make sense how we were so good to start the year and now we're this bad. Like, why couldn't we have just been bad from the
That-
start?
That doesn't make sense. Yeah.
We still don't have Justice back, which is interesting. Because
He's
That's-
another guy that could be. The thing about like Justice and Josh, more Josh contract. Like Josh will, if Josh does not get moved, that's a fail. I'm sorry. Like he needs to get moved because
you have to,
he had a lot
yeah.
of interest around the league. A lot of teams want him. A lot of contenders want him. Like I don't know. I don't just name a contender that could use him. Like Philly could use him. Brooklyn could use. I mean, anyone could use a Josh Hart. It's the classic saying we've been saying the whole time. Everyone wants a guy like Josh Hart who knows his role on offense, is capable of knocking down an open shot. He did have 44 last year, so he is capable of that.
when he gets traded, he's going to be able to shoot again. It's just that's what's going to
Well,
happen.
we're not asking him to shoot.
No, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna
No,
tell you
when
right
he
now.
gets traded,
Josh Hart is going to get traded. We're gonna play him in the first round somehow, some way, and he's gonna shoot 50% from the field, drop 20 on us in the fourth quarter.
he
and
probably will.
go 5 for 6 from 3 to knock us out of the playoffs.
That's how it goes. Just how it goes.
Like Phoenix could go get Josh Hart easily. Give us
And-
Mikal Bridges. I'm kidding.
That I mean, honestly, Hart
That's a good
probably
deal.
fits better next to Chris
good
Paul
deal.
than Booker. So
No,
okay,
dude. Okay.
kidding.
Oh, God.
Blazers Edge put together 3 trades, and these are just under the radar trades that the Blazers could do. Just would you listen to any of these trades? First one is Hart and Justice Winslow to the Knicks for Isaiah Hartenstein and Cam Reddish. So you get your big that
Yes.
is good, but like obviously not insane. Like he would be a really good backup center. And Cam Reddish, who's just like you take a shot on the guy. But
Yeah,
that is
I-
that's trading your best trade piece for like. I feel like if that's what we
Two
end up
guys that
trading,
you're not. Yeah.
that's what we're trading Josh Hart for, then
I feel like Blazers Edge sometimes undervalues our own guys, but it's fine. That's not a bad one. I think there's better out there, but if we did that, I wouldn't absolutely despise it.
yeah, we got Josh Hart here to the Kings for Rashawn Holmes and 2 second-round picks.
Sure.
I
Sure.
guess
Few
it's
seconds.
just like, it.
No, the thing though, like both of those deals involve a center, so that's probably assuming that
Yeah, I guess.
Nurks
And the third one
is
involves
out.
a center, Nas Reed
Who-
for Keon Johnson,
Okay,
a
bro,
second-round pick.
we could do better than Nas Reed.
Nas
Come on.
Reed's been really good this year, but he's just like the issue with him is he's like 6'9". He's like Montrezl Harrell, just
Yeah,
a little
so is
better.
Rashawn Holmes. He's
Sean
short
Holmes
too.
really short. I didn't realize
I
that.
thought he was like 6'9",
He
6'10",
might be.
which is
But
crazy that we're calling him
I would
short. But
trade for Nas Reed if we didn't have to give up Josh Hart. He's
yeah, but I guess.
he's averaging 10 points in only 17 minutes. And he's shooting like 53% from the field. I just saw something like when he starts, he's really good. Not saying I would want to bring him in to be our starter, but yeah, as a starter, he averages 15 points per game on pretty good shooting. But I think that's what the trade deadline will end up being, unfortunately. If the Blazers make a big move, honestly, I'm going to be excited no matter what. I really don't care what we
Yep,
give up,
exactly.
unless it's giving up like Sharp or Ant, which I think that's like a 0% chance.
Yeah, that will definitely not happen.
Again, I just want change. If it's a downgrade, like I learned last year, a downgraded change can be okay. Like, look what the CJ turned into, and we hated that trade from the start because
we
like
saying how we got fleeced, but in the
Yeah.
long
Well,
run,
honestly,
long run being
what's-
1 year or a couple months.
What's
it ended
What's
up being fine.
interesting is in that CJ deal, we got a pick that ended up helping and facilitating the Jeremy Grant deal. Then we
Mhm.
also got Josh Hart. So if we trade Josh Hart for someone, you're starting to see the benefits of that
And
deal.
then even the Rocco and Covington deal, like Keon Johnson and Justice Winslow could easily be traded. So
Yeah,
again, and at the
just
end of
gotta
the
give
day,
it
like
time.
things, I trust Joe Curran as a GM because like it's just it can't get worse than Neil. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
let's be honest here.
But I do think people need to understand that the Blazers will not be winning championship this year. And
Yeah.
that's okay.
Hey guys, he said that to start the season. This is
Mhm.
crazy how like it's
No,
like
but like
people think it's bad we stuck. I mean, obviously it's bad, but like I can't believe people actually are
is
pissed
bad.
off. I can't believe people are actually like genuinely pissed off and confused why we stink.
Well, I'm pissed off from the start. That's why I'm pissed off. And I
Yeah,
have the
Which
right
is
to be.
fair.
That's fair.
But
That's
we
fair.
also we were overperforming a lot. But no, there's definitely been some ugly losses. It's like the two LA teams, like we said, yeah. I mean, we're right there. We just need to go on a run.
Yeah.
I think some reinforcement at the deadline would be a good thing.
Change up some
Obviously, you
vibes.
need to leverage the contracts you have. Like, I know Joe Cronin's smart enough that Josh Hart will probably get moved. Josh Hart's smart enough to know that he probably will get moved, and everyone will be professional about it. But if it's for a big or for another forward, I can assure you, I will be very mad if the Blazers trade Josh Hart or Nurk and are getting guards in return. Please, I don't want any guards. No guards. We
No
have
guards.
we have three guards. We have Dame, Ant, Shaden. That should be the 3-guard rotation for the next year and a half, and then we'll see what happens down the road.
Give me one person taller than 6'10", at least just one.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Dude,
say
give me
7 foot, but I'm not gonna get greedy.
Mo
Bamba.
Bamba and Terrence Ross, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think the money
Nothing wrong
works.
with that.
I wish.
Money's
Stupid
overrated.
money.
Something's gonna happen. We don't know what's
Um,
gonna happen, but
Can we play a game? I got a game for you.
Sure. Let's make it quick
No?
though. No, we can.
Okay. Well, it's 3 rounds. So I compiled 6 guys, and I compiled their stats, but I'm not going to tell you who it is. So I'm going to read out 2 sets of stats. You have to tell me which player you would rather have, and you can tell me, and you can guess the player if you want, because it might be obvious to you. Okay.
Does it have to be the
first one.
Blazers? Could.
Doesn't have to. No, some don't. I mean, there are a few on here,
Yeah, okay.
but no, this is league wide.
all right.
First one. This guy's averaging 30.4 points per game, 7.3 assists, 4 rebounds on 46% shooting, 37% from 3.
Dame.
Okay. The second guy's averaging 29, 6 and 6 on 49% shooting, 41% from 3. The first guy is Dame.
Yeah, I saw his stats the other day.
Second guy is averaging just over 29, 6 and 6.
Six
I mean,
about.
if I going by the stats, I would take the second guy because he seems like he shoot the ball a little better.
Yeah. So Dame averages more than this guy, averages more assists than this guy, but little bit less rebounding, and the other guy shoots
Is the
a
other
little bit
guy
better.
Kevin Durant?
No. 42% from three.
42%.
49% from the field.
Yeah, so this guy can shoot the ball.
29, 6, and 6.
29.6 points.
It's not Tatum.
Let me think.
I don't think it's a guard.
But you would rather have the other guy than Dame.
I think so, just because I like the shooting numbers. That's almost 50-40.
That's
Right.
fair.
It's Curry.
Yeah. Is it Steph?
It is Curry.
Oh my
It is
god.
Steph.
Beat me by 1 second.
It's Steph.
No,
Okay.
I was saying Seth.
Nice. Okay. The second one. This one is okay. First guy is averaging 24.9 points per game.
Mm-hmm.
6 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 46% from the field, 37 from three.
Mm-hmm.
Second guy, 24.1 points per game, just under 4.3 rebounds, 6 assists, 50% shooting, but 33% from three. Who are you taking? I can read it out again.
You know, I
So,
think I might know who the second guy is.
Is it Kawhi?
The second guy is not Kawhi.
I think I'm gonna go with the first guy because I like the shooting. I think the second guy might be De'Aaron Fox.
The second guy is De'Aaron Fox.
It's
De'Aaron Fox
it
is
was the
averaging
great shooting, but bad three.
yes. De'Aaron Fox is averaging just over 24, 6.1 assists, 4 rebounds, 50% shooting, only 33 from three though.
Yeah.
So you're taking the first
I
guy.
took the first guy.
Okay, the first guy is, if you would try to guess, he's averaging just 24.9, just under 25. So he averages more than Fox. Averages more rebounds than Fox, but less assists. And shoots worse from two, but shoots better from three. 46% from the field, 37% from three. Basically 25 points per game, 6.1 rebounds, 4.5 assists. He's also a Western Conference guard.
Ja?
It is not Ja Morant.
Ja averages more points.
Is
It's
it
obviously not Luca.
It's a good.
Is it Jamal
I did
Murray?
this one. No,
No way
it's
he
a-
averages that much.
it's a good. This could be for the last All-Star spot.
Oh.
Okay, so it's not Booker. It's not
It's
Booker.
not Booker. Absolutely
him.
not.
It's not Shea. He averages too much. You said like it's 25 points per game,
Just under 25.
just under. It's a guard. That's what's. Oh, is it Anthony Edwards?
It is Anthony Edwards. You're taking Anthony Edwards over Fox. You're taking Anthony
I don't
Edwards over
know.
Fox.
I mean, I said so. So yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that's
Yeah, I
pretty
guess so.
50-50. Yeah.
it is. Okay, last one. First guy is averaging 14 points per game,
Mhm.
9.6 rebounds, 3 assists, 52% from the field, 39% from three. The second guy averages 15.2, just under 9 rebounds, same assists, same shooting, but 35% from three. So they're literally identical stats, but the second guy averages a little more, averages a little less on the glass, and shoots
Look,
a little worse from three.
By stats.
Yeah.
By
Is it Nurk?
stats.
Is it
By
Nurk?
stats. I'm taking the first guy, but I want the second guy.
Because you know the first one's Nurk.
Yes, dude. The third, because last night
f-
during the game, I went and looked at his 3-point percentage because I was like, he keeps missing his threes. Like, it's got to be low, but it's still somehow 39%, which is bravo to him. But that 39 gave
It
it
is
away.
Nurk. The first guy's Nurk. First
I
guy's
want
Nurk.
the second guy.
Who's the second guy?
Is he also center? So
He is
He
it's probably like
shoots
Jared
because you
Allen
said
or something.
you say his three was. You said he shoots the three,
35% from three.
so at least he attempts.
So
Is it
Jared Allen does not take threes. Never mind.
Vooch?
It's not Vooch.
I don't think
Is it-
Jared
This is
Allen
a really
shoots
hard one. This is a really hard one. 15.2, 8.6, 2.7, 52, 35.
Thomas Bryant.
No. There's no chance Thomas Bryant shoots 35% from three.
I'm just you threw me off when you said this is a tough one. Brooke Lopez? No way,
No.
averages that much.
Eastern Conference. I did this because I think most people would take Nurk over this guy, but this guy is the stats show just as good, if not probably
Plum
better.
Dog?
No,
Plummy taking those threes? No.
Yeah, no way with that.
he's Eastern Conference center.
Yeah.
No left.
No.
Is it Claxton? No.
No. I
Good
don't think he's-
guess. I almost did him.
Claxton
No.
doesn't take threes though, does he? I don't even know.
I don't think he does.
No.
No, it's not him. Wendell Carter.
Yes,
Interesting. I didn't know he averaged that many points.
he does.
He kind of dogged the Blazers when we played him.
He what?
He gave us some work when we played them.
I'll do one more. I have one more good one.
All right.
Okay, last one. This guy's averaging 21 per game,
Mm-hmm.
7 rebounds, 4 assists on 45% shooting, 34% from 3. That's the first guy. The second guy is averaging 21 and a half, same thing, but he's averaging 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and he's shooting 45% from the field, 38% from 3.
I'm gonna take the first guy because I like the rebounding. Can I take
Yeah,
a
I'm gonna take
guess
the
on who the
first as
second
well.
guy is, though? Is
Who's
it
the second guy?
Jeremy Grant?
No.
Yeah, the 3-point percentage was too low, I think. I don't know if he's still in the 40s.
Jeremy Grant is still in the 40s. This guy is shooting 45% from the field, 38% from 3.
What was his assist? Did any of
His
these guys have
assists
high
are at
assists?
this guy's at 4 assists.
Is it Ant? For me?
Ant. That's Ant. That's the second guy. So you're taking the first guy over Ant.
Who's
Which
the
you
Yeah.
might. You might.
No,
You
So I
might.
said
I'll
the
read.
rebounding is better. For some
Yeah,
reason,
I
I
mean
thought these were both forwards.
he's a he this guy is kind of a forward. I mean, he
Yeah.
handles the ball, but he is a forward. I can read his stats out again. Stats.
Oh, this could
He
be
is
Cody's
averaging 21.8 points per game. So it's literally the same as Simons. He's averaging 7.6 rebounds and a tick under 4 assists. So Simons averages more assists than him. And he shoots the same as Simons, but shoots 33.7% from 3. So he doesn't really shoot the 3 ball well, but he gets rebounds.
thing. Is he
And he's a
Western or
top
Eastern Conference?
Eastern Conference.
And it's a forward
Yeah.
or guard or center?
No, he's a forward.
He's mainly a forward. Sheesh. 20,
It's interesting though because
21 points per
I don't
game.
know. I
It's
don't know
not
if you would
bad.
take. I don't think you take this guy over Simons,
Probably one
but you might. I don't think he's all-star level. He's kind of on the same tier as Simons in terms of production. Obviously, that's
Is it? This might. No, there's no. I'm not even gonna guess it. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say RJ
No.
Barrett.
No way.
He does not average 20 points per game. No way. And he's not pulling down 7 boards.
This guy, you got to think of Prize Picks, an Eastern Conference forward. He's got a high line.
Is it nope.
I'll give you a hint. He went to college out west, got drafted by a team out west, and now plays in the East.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he got drafted by this. I mean, he's
Well,
only.
I think once I
I think
just
this
go
guy's
through
only
the
played on two.
teams,
This guy's only played on 2 teams.
it's 21, 7, and like 3.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
He's a forward or guard or kind of.
he's a forward.
I know. I
he's a
keep
forward.
thinking forward. I'm thinking forward.
He's a forward.
Bogdanovich?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I
Not a
don't think
bad
he went to
guess.
college, so that probably was a bad guess.
This guy went Pac-12.
Dude, what the heck?
What?
I can't think. I can't think of him. Oh,
Pac-12.
I know who it is.
Who
I
is
forgot he averaged 20 points per game. No, I'm taking Simons over him. It's Kuzma.
it? It is Kuzma.
Oh yeah.
Man's averaging 21 because he just literally gets the huck shots, but he's not shooting the ball obviously too terribly.
33%
great,
from
though.
3.
33 is not good.
Same as Fox, and you didn't like that for Fox. By the way, do you think the Kings get 2 All-Stars?
No, no. Fox is not gonna be an all-star. It's too many
Well,
guards.
no, I get that, but let's think here. There's 6 guards. There's
4
4
left.
guaranteed.
Steph and Luca already in.
Okay,
So
so
Shea, Dame, Ja, and then I would like maybe Booker if he's available. I would
no.
if he's available, if he can do, if he's eligible to be in it, I'm taking him over Fox. Because like the Suns were still like a top 2 seed when Booker was healthy.
I feel like that's you're basing it a little bit on name, but that's fine.
Mhm.
No, because Booker's still probably averaging like 29 or something.
It just hasn't really played at all, but yeah. Paul George,
I mean, if I don't know if it
maybe
has
a
to be a
forward.
guard, if it has to be a guard, because I don't think it has to be a guard. It just has to be a wild card at the end. Because he's not one of the top three off the bench.
So you're not taking him over Shea.
No, Shea was almost a starter, which
Yeah, that's
hands
crazy.
up, I don't think he should be because he's doing what Dame's done the last 6 years, averaging good numbers on a mediocre team. But
Mhm.
it's Shea and everyone loves
Oh.
him. He's good.
Well, you already know Steph's guaranteed a spot, so there's only one
Well,
starter spot.
Steph and Luca already are the starters.
I know. I'm saying that it was
Oh,
between Shea and Luca
oh,
because
yeah. Well, at this
you know,
point, Luca's guaranteed a spot too, probably.
yeah.
Everyone's guaranteed a spot. Like LeBron, he might not be having
It's
one.
Zion starting, dude.
That's, I mean,
That's
it's
all. But then there's not a lot of many power
like
forwards.
it was him or
Makes sense.
Sabonis, which I probably would have given him to Sabonis, but that doesn't seem like that.
Sabonis is an all-star.
Oh yeah, he'll
Yes.
get it, but like I think he should have probably started at least over Zion.
Markkanen.
Markkanen will make it. I don't know if Kawhi's played enough, but if he has, he's playing really well. He should make it.
Wait. So if Kawhi hasn't played enough, then Booker, right? Right.
Well, I don't know how much Kawhi's played,
Okay.
and I thought Booker's played
I don't know if
enough,
there's a
but
limit on that. If
like
there's
AD,
you have to play-
is AD allowed to make it? I
Well,
don't
he
know.
won't play. He's hurt.
He's back. He's been back for the last couple games.
Okay. Well, I'm saying he'll get hurt before.
Yikes.
Yeah. Probably got hurt during the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Um.
Well,
Yeah. Bi.
no, Bi's been out for like 2 months. Bi,
So has
Bi,
Book.
no, Bi's probably played like maybe 15 games. I could be wrong, but
It's fine.
and he sucks anyway.
Desmond Bain
He
All Star.
doesn't suck.
No. Jaren
No.
Jackson Jr. All Star. Loki.
How much did Bi's played 17 games. Booker's played 29 games, so like
29
yikes.
of what, like 40 something? We're halfway, right?
If he's played, Dame's
We're
played.
over. Oh, we're
Yeah,
over.
Dame's
halfway.
played 38. So I feel, and then what is
Yeah,
AD
he's probably
played?
good then.
The issue is I don't know if he's actually gonna be back in time. AD's only played 27.
So no Jeremy Grant.
Probably not.
Unfortunately.
Which stinks. I mean, he's also slowed down some, so like I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's true.
If we were a good team, it would be the Fox debate too. It would be like, should Jeremy get it?
Be the
I wouldn't
what?
be mad if Fox got it.
Oh, Fox. I said something else.
Oh, yeah, Fox. Okay, yeah,
I think that
that's
should do it.
yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Again, we're gonna now be posting these on Wednesdays. Obviously, you're watching it now, so you know that, but just for future, be on the lookout for it on Wednesdays, and then I believe starting this week we'll drop our newest podcast too, which I think will probably come out on Fridays. So be on the lookout for that
WCC
as
picks.
well. Yeah, drop names for that if you're still listening now. But that'll do it, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Peace.
Chop it up.